Is your math class accidentally creating math robots instead of thinkers? And stay with me. What if the very way you're teaching is blocking math understanding in your students? Let's unpack this. And if you've ever wondered, why can my students follow steps but not explain anything? Then this one's for you. Are you inadvertently training your students to be math robots? Recognizing these signs is the first step to change. If these sound familiar, you're not alone. Do your students freeze when we change the numbers? They know how to do it, but the minute you change anything about the situation, they freeze. Students can follow the process, but not articulate their reasoning. Or they lean towards always asking, is this right? The focus on the correct answer instead of the process and the understanding involved. They seek the formula over problem solving, and pure copying becomes the norm rather than individual reasoning. And here's the tricky part. Most of these behaviors come up not because they don't care, but because we have taught them to value correctness over reasoning. What if your help is actually hindering their growth? Over-scaffolding can lead students to be overly dependent on instructions. I don't know about you, but that one hits hard. We help because we care, but sometimes our caring can get in the way. Assistance diminishes their independent ability to approach the task. Dependence on steps weakens their mathematical intuition about what they think should probably happen. Students begin to believe that math is all about memorization, not understanding. And reduced perseverance leads to avoiding complex problems altogether. Honestly, most students have been conditioned to think math equals steps get you to the answer. So when a problem requires thinking, they think they've done something wrong. Imagine shifting this mindset to foster genuine thinking in your students. If you want a boost, make sure to grab the 3 thinking triggers linked below in the description. It outlines 3 strategies that you can implement tomorrow with no tinkering in your classroom and no changing of your plan. Next, I'll share a powerful framework that can reshape your teaching approach. Are you ready to transform your teaching and unleash independent thinking? Implementing the Think framework can revolutionize your approach. Here's the quick breakdown. T, thinking mindset. Help students shift from tell me what to do to let me make sense of this. H, harness productive struggle. We want to provide students with just enough challenge so that they have to put an effort in, but we don't want to instill panic. I is invite curiosity. It's prompting. It's learning how to cultivate that spark of curiosity. N is nurture understanding with questioning techniques, largely on our part, learning how to reword those questions so that they actually promote thought and problem solving. And K is keep learning alive through routine and review. That ability for students to learn what to expect in a classroom and to go with that because that's how your room works. This Think framework is explored in much greater detail in my Teach for Thinking course linked below in the description. It takes teachers through each of the steps and provides tangible reproducibles, resources, questioning cards, everything that you would need to be able to transform your classroom and not make more work. If this sounds interesting to you, check it out, linked below. In a world full of quick answers and shortcuts, the Think framework helps students to reason, create, and problem solve, not just memorize. Let's nurture thinkers that can innovate. Now that you know how to prevent math robots, you might be wondering, well, what do I do when students say, I don't get it? What should I tell them? Great question, because that's exactly what I'm going to cover next. Spoiler alert, it's just one question. Click the video on the screen and you'll find out what that question is.